The 2025 edition of the Alpine Rally, based out of Lakes Entrance and proudly sponsored by Lovells Springs, was shaping up to be a stunner. With 89 classic two-wheel drive cars lined up for day one, the field was stacked with former Australian champions, state title holders and even a couple of very quick Kiwis. It was the invitational cars though that led out from the ceremonial start. 3 classics in their own right, but four-wheel drive. Glenn Brinkman in his Escort Cosworth RS, a model originally run by the likes of Carlos Sainz. On his tail, and also from Queensland, Michael Bailey in a turbo Nissan Pulsar GTI-R, another powerful four-wheel drive that tore up the gravel in the early 90s. Last of the invitationals, Mark Lacey from New South Wales, driving his Laser TX3, a turbo four-wheel drive derivative of the popular Mazda 323 Familia. Tristan Carrigan ran at the front last event in a car more likely seen as the family wagon.
We wanted to demonstrate that pretty much any car with the right modifications can be competitive, and I think we've shown that. It was more of an encouragement for club level guys to build a basic car with the important things done right to encourage bigger fields, because we are struggling for fields in Queensland.
Current Victorian rally champion Brendan Reeves was also aiming high after a less than ideal 2022 Alpine.
It's a completely different year. The cars had a lot more development, plus we've done a lot of driving this year. We won the Victorian Rally Championship in my Subaru, and then we got the car out for the last round Academus because we'd already wrapped up the series. So we had a few niggling issues there though, but that's always good. You want them things to happen in those events. Fixed all them, then we've done a lot of pre-event testing, put a lot of new bits in the car as well, so we're ready as we ever can be.
Jeff David was back in his Porsche 911. The 2013 winner and his car were back to keep the young guns honest. But either way, with age increasing as his aspirations to win were diminishing, he wasn't really expecting a top spot on the podium.
Now 61, so I've got to keep up with these young guys at the front. But
much wiser now.
Well, maybe not. Not when the helmet's on, you know. I think that's when the red mist descends. But it's a long event. I think the stages today, obviously we've not been out and seen them, but I love the character of the roads in this part of the country. And although they did say that they've changed the nature of some of them, making the stages rougher and things like that, which should suit us. But, you know, who knows, we'll see.
At the back, AFL legend Brent Boomer Harvey was making his debut on the rally scene.
AFL's a fast game, a lot of speed involved, so if I'm going to say something in common, maybe the speed of, and certainly not going 150 clicks or anything like that, but the speed of the game and the sharp thinking that you're going to have to do in the car probably relates to football.
The Alpine opened with 3 stages, totalling 30 kilometres. Short, yes, but crucial for establishing position before another 350 kilometres of competitive stages running across the weekend. From the outset, it was defending 2-time champion Nathan Quinn who set the pace. The Coffs Harbour driver and his RX2 were looking strong, leading the field until the final stage when Carrigan grabbed the stage win when a niggling issue threatened to unsettle the RX2's domination.
Nobody got the memo to drive fast.
It's my green alien blood. Unfortunately, we had a misfire on the transport to stage 2 and didn't think much of it. It cleared itself. We're like, sweet. And then on the way to stage 3, the oil light came on, which is quite scary. And I had a look, and we just had no charge at all. We couldn't get it started, so it's quite frantic. And we carry a spare battery because they're lithium motorbike batteries. They're perfect. Sure enough, we thought it was a battery, but I got down the road and it turns out that it's the alternator or the regulator has failed.
The infamous first stage, first corner that caught everyone but Quinn last event somehow got him second time round. Not surprisingly, Tristan Carrigan was up on the pace, but it was the final stage where he made his move, winning by 7.7 seconds and cutting Quinn's lead to just 4.4. Sitting in third was Andrew Travis and Darky Bar Smith, not surprising with what James Nixon might describe as a wolf in sheep's clothing.
So Nissan Gazelle 84 model, run a Hollinger sequential, live rear end. So lots of horsepower, good suspension and fairly reliable, has been over the years.
It was a mixed bag for our internationals. Dean Bewis pleased to be home in 8th.
Yeah, no, it was different. It was quite tricky, and quite creasy and hard enough to read, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
Navigator all right?
Yeah, no, he's brilliant. Yeah.
He's the weakest link in the team, but yeah.
I don't know, the driver on a couple of corners.
The other Kiwi wasn't so lucky. Derek Asen could be forgiven for thinking otherwise though, after a hastily changed fuel regulator finally allowed the Datsun Stanza to fire up first thing this morning. It kept feeding fuel to the engine all day, but his luck ran out again, 5 kilometres from the end of the last stage when the diff housing broke loose from the car.
His car was going quite good. We're actually really enjoying this last part of the stage. The road's being home, so we're having a bit of a go, but yeah, we just come around the corner and then just something would go on the back and it was all over the place. I think it had broken a link rod or something, so it was just hard to control down the straight, so we just basically pulled up and stopped here, and we'll try and fix it tonight and get going tomorrow hopefully.
Nathan Reeves, the not so famous older brother of third place Brendan, and Rhiannon Gelsomino, was just pleased to be part of the family's rallying passion.
This is all we do, we work and we rally, that's it, yeah, so and so we live it and love it, and that's what Dad used to do and that's what we do, so but yeah, that's what do you do.
Unfortunately, the first retirement came before the man of flair hardly had chance to fire. Braden Kendrick certainly tried. He didn't waste the camera opportunity on the first corner, but failed to reach the spectator point sideline when the floor pan parted company with the car in the rear. The first day of the Alpine was a bit of a Mitsubishi Magna proving ground of sorts. Tristan Carrigan into a solid second for the day. But there were two Magnas on fire. Current South Australian champ Guy Tyler up into 6th. Luke Satima was, well, Luke Satima. Ever consistent at the top of the leaderboard, the RS 1800 pilot carved his way into 5th again today. He just might have bagged all of Derek Asen's luck though, the starter breaking the gear drive off and dropping it into the bell housing after final control in Lakes Entrance. And Lakes Entrance is where the Lovells Alpine Rally of East Gippsland restarts in the morning. Fingers crossed on the weather.